And we're on Chapter 9, Lesson 3. Our essential question is, how can I use operations to model real-world fractions? And today we're going to start subtracting using models. So instead of the adding that we were doing the last couple days, we're subtracting and taking away some of our units. So like before, I want you to read through because it really lays it out in picture form on these examples that they give. And I want to help you with some of the independent work. So please read through and do those. And then I'm going to walk you through number 2, which will help with the rest of this page. And because I want you to see the models and use the models, I'm going to switch back and forth between the model, which is again this green toolbox down here. So let me pull that up. Okay, so I pulled up my manipulative my fraction tile that comes up when I have the lesson assigned and I go to tools. And the problem was 4/6 minus 3/6. That's the one I'm working on. So I set up 4/6 here, and then I can use my pen tool and model subtracting 3, 2, 3, and by doing so I see that my remainder, my leftover is 1/6. So then I can go back and see that my 4/6 minus 3/6 would give me 1/6. And that's how you do all of these because they all have the same denominator. And if you remember the other lesson, it had you explain what is happening here. And what you should have written down in that lesson is basically you're leaving your denominator the same and you're subtracting the numerator, and that will get you the difference on these fractions. Now, what it's asking you to do here on number 6 is to use this table to see the pattern and then write out in words what exactly is happening there. And then you're going to use that rule to solve this. And then the only thing that's changing here is they're throwing in the variables. So when you write your difference, you're just going to say that that variable, whatever letter they choose, is equal to the difference. So just because there's a variable there doesn't mean it's any different than what you've done up here. Because as you can see, the variable is the difference or the answer for each of these problems. Now when you get to the word problems, they've given you this great visual here, and it's making me hungry, but that's okay. Anne ate 2 slices of a pizza, and Teresa ate 3 slices of pizza. The pizza had 8 slices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can even use this and cross them out right on here, and that will show you what you would have left after the difference. Please write your complete answer here. And do the same for this one. If you need to use your workspace down here to section it off into 3 sections to show your work for 2, 3, and 4, that's awesome. But please write your sentences here. And then the write about it, please do this. How is subtracting like fractions similar to adding like fractions? And if that takes you a full half hour, that's where you're going to stop. If you still have time in your half hour of work on math, then please do the back page of the homework. Good luck. Okay, I saw something on the homework I wanted to go over in case people get to hear. Problem number 9, it says, for Friday night's play performance, 7/8 of the theater was full. On Saturday night, the theater was only 5/8 full. How much more of the theater was filled on Friday than on Saturday? So I was worried that you'd see this and think, oh, more add. So I tried to draw a picture here to help. So I cut it into 8s, and then I used my orange color to show 7/8 of the theater that was full on Friday night. And then I went over that and did blue to show 5/8 on Saturday. Did I say that wrong? Friday night was orange and Saturday night was blue. So you can see a lot of this is colored with orange and blue. So that would not be how much more. The how much more would be what's shown that is only from Friday night with the orange. So that is not an addition equation, which you might think when you see that. So pay attention and look for the difference in these two. All right.